Next up is one of my favorites, the OG mode, Play Now Online.
Meet your Play Now Online MVP, Jay Off the Rip. We are so excited to welcome Jay to 2K TV. Congratulations, Jay, for winning this 2K TV award for Play Now Online. Over 3,000 wins. Congratulations. How are you feeling?
Thank you very much. I'm feeling good. I really appreciate it. I guess all that hard work paid off, you know. There's definitely a good feeling for sure.
All right, Jay, we've seen your numbers. I have to ask.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. And in our matchup tonight, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Boston Celtics. Along with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce will be with us courtside. Looking at the starting five for Boston. The core of this team, Brown and Tatum in the front court. Holiday at the 1 with White at the 2. And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Lakers, Reeves at the 2 with LeBron at the 3. John Collins out there with Wembanyama. And it's Doncic in at the point guard position. Well, Grant, what should we expect in a veteran-heavy matchup?
NBA, it typically means we'll get a clean game. These guys have been around for a while and know how to take care of the basketball.
Pass to James. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Brown. He's all alone. And finished off by Tatum.
Well, it all goes back to Jaylen Brown. He got the steal and then sent the ball back the other way.
It's James on the wing. Defended by Brown. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Well, Grant, even though it looks like LeBron could play forever, he stated that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he's sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Look, shooting off the catch is something White's become really good at.
Reeves, the pass to Doncic. Takes it inside, and it's Jason Tatum with a rebound.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
Outside Holiday. No good with the triple.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Doncic against Holiday. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Well, look, if you want to shoot over Porzingis, you got to create more space than that.
First quarter, just over a minute and a half in. Here's White. Oh, it's blocked by Wembanyama. To the inside. Kicks it to Doncic. Uses the glass on the layup.
The size and strength of Doncic can go overlooked. I mean, he's more than capable of scoring there in the paint.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. The main topic of conversation, how they plan to guard Jason Tatum. We want to try to make Jason a jump shooter. Avoid fouling, don't let him go downhill. But JT will get his, so let's hope we limit him. Well, that's never easy to do, guys.
Thanks for that, Allie.
Look, that up fake is a great weapon when defenders are crowding you. Brown puts him in the popcorn machine.
And you look at Jaylen Brown, Grant, not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jaylen Brown could dunk over a brick wall, and he could dunk through a brick wall, too. It's just so hard to move him off his path when he's on his way to the rim.
Now, here is James. Last game for him, he had 14. And he buries his first look.
Even though he's a little older now, wow, LeBron can still rip off some incredible moves.
Outside Tatum. Takes the three. Drains the triple. Tatum's got his second bucket of the night.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. They defeated Washington in their last game.
And at the offensive end, they were lights out in that game. They found all sorts of ways to punish the D.
Yeah, and for a coach, seeing your schemes clicking like that is very rewarding.
And it's a completely new group for the Lakers. So Boston going with almost an entirely new group here. Kornet's checked in for Kristaps Porzingis. Horford comes in for Tatum. Hauser, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Pass to Horford. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Yeah, Horford has gotten more selective with his shooting, but he's still very efficient inside.
Here's Vincent. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Here's Pritchard. Hachimura covering. And here's Brown for three. Rebounded by the Lakers. And this is their first time matched up with the Celtics this year.
Despite playing in different conferences, it's been a contentious rivalry. These teams share plenty of history.
Here's Hauser. He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Kornet with the bucket.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
1 minute left in the first quarter of the game. Take it away. Here's Hauser. No points yet. That's tipped. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. The finish! And the finish on the break with the slam.
Well, the scouts were buzzing about Connect's ability to attack the rim with a ton of ferocity. Now we see it in person.
Here's Pritchard. 4-point game. Pass to Kornet. From the arc. Sinks it from distance. Kornet's got 5 points.
Oh, it's just raining threes for them early.
Vincent passes to Vanderbilt. We've got 22 seconds left in the opening quarter. Hauled in by Brown.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Good work defensively by Dort.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
That one goes. Count it.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Boston out in front. They're up by 5. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
16.
And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Boston.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
Yeah, also, you got to appreciate how unselfish they've been. I mean, the ball movement has been impressive, and the assist numbers are off the chart.
We've got Wembanyama. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. Then there's Lou Dort, and it's Collins in at the 4-man position. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter. Out of bounds, Los Angeles will have it, and let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian, a key concept preached by Celtics head coach Joe Mazzulla and reiterated by Jaylen Brown, who says it's reading the game, realizing fast but playing slow. We're the more talented team, he said. We have to be the smarter team as well, and when we do that, we're going to be tough to beat. Brian?
Well, they certainly have been, Allie. Thanks for that. Tatum, good.
This defense is getting spaced out. 3 of the last 5 buckets have come from way beyond the arc.
Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
Yeah, there's that added strength of Tatum really helping him down low.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. And as we head into this break, the players have an opportunity to replenish their energy with Gatorade as they prepare to go into the final stages of this ballgame.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, not to mention over the course of a season, you have to stay hydrated. If you don't, it's amazing how much slower your body is to bounce back. it can have a serious effect on performance, no question.
Celtics lead by 6. Three-pointer, Holiday. That one doesn't drop.
Defense dodged the bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Doncic passes to James. Second chance effort. The shot by Wembanyama, no good. Boston's gone 1 of 2 from deep in the second quarter. Shoots from 14, and the basket by Holiday. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Yeah, Holiday understands when to pick his spots on offense, especially when the mid-range opens up like this.
Pass to Doncic. Now Wembanyama. Goes back up. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
Los Angeles shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Coach, when you watch Wemby, it's not the height that jumps out. It's the way he moves with that height.
Brian, I've been around the NBA a long time, and you think you've seen it all. But when you see someone with Wembanyama's size and the things he can do, his ball handling, his shooting range, the way he moves, blocking shots, this guy is one of a kind.
Feels like he's emerging as the face of the NBA soon.
I think that's what we all expect.
Now here's Reeves. No points so far. The putback. Oh, how about Victor? Gets there for the putback jam.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. White on the wing. Outside Porzingis. Pass to Tatum. Here's Holiday. Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Collins.
2 minutes remaining in the first half.
Doncic on the wing. And here's Wembanyama, defended by Porzingis. And here's Doncic outside. Good work defensively by White.
Hey, the struggle is real. He hasn't found much success with his offense today.
Porzingis punishing inside.
Check out Porzingis' energy. He's just relentless on both ends of the court.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over. Stan, we've seen a resurgence for Kristaps Porzingis over the last few seasons. What changed?
Well, Brian, he really dug down into the numbers, identifying his best shot profile and really focusing on that. It's helped his efficiency.
The Celtics making a switch here. Al Horford's checked in for Queta. Hauser comes in for Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown, he's checked in for White. And Pritchard is subbed in for Drew Holiday. Here's Hauser. Good. And Brown gets the assist. Brown's got 3 assists tonight.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots. Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And that's what you have to do. Protect the house.
Porzingis misses.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Vincent. Pass to Porzingis. They get it again.
Working smarter, not harder. He anticipates where the ball is going and beats the bigger guy to it.
And the basket by Hachimura.
Credit their discipline. They've been working for high percentage shots.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Out to the right wing. And here's Horford for 3. Again, the miss by Boston. Lakers trail by 4. Wembanyama down low, defended by Porzingis. Nice shot by Wembanyama.
Yeah, this is what everyone wants to see Wembanyama doing, dominating on the inside.
Now here's Brown. Boston again missing.
You can hear him sputtering all the way over here. He knows he should have knocked that one down.
26.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Boston out in front, leading by just 2. All right, Allie's ready to go. She's courtside. Hey.
Well, Jason, you hold the lead going into halftime. What's been your advantage so far?
For most of the half, we were really good.
All right, good stuff, Allie. And we'll get back to the action at the start of the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you watching at this very moment. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here. Shaq is here. One half is behind 2K. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. They did lead by as many as 7 points in the first period. The second quarter saw them lose just a fraction of the lead they held at the end of the first, as they're now ahead by 2 points at the half. And that's...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. And you know, Jason Tatum, he's been really making it happen, guys.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
Yeah, and in terms of slowing him down, I think they're going to have to change things up.
Yes, sir! LeBron James!
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, they're in this one. They have some momentum on their side, and they just need to keep up the intensity.
Tatum from long range. Fades. And the bucket is good from Porzingis in deep. And the Celtics lead by 2.
Well, this is the dirty work you love to see Porzingis doing. Saving the play and getting them a bucket.
Kicks it out to Collins. James outside. 5 on the clock. Doncic outside. Oh, Doncic! What do you expect? And with today's switching defensive style, versatile wing players are tremendously in demand, Coach.
Yeah, well, position now, Brian, comes down to who can you guard. And guys that can guard 3, 4, 5 different positions, those 6'7", 6'8" guys are often able to do that, and they are extremely valuable.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Vanderbilt's checked in for Los Angeles. Lou Dort comes in for LeBron.
And when we talk about franchise players, guys who can carry a team, Luka Doncic is one of the few guys in that category.
Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Here's Doncic to the middle. Left side, Vanderbilt. Pass to Collins. It's Dort on the wing. Kicks it to Doncic. Three-pointer. They grab their own miss. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Their interior D continues to look shaky. Not a good matchup for them right now.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 4. Looking ahead to their next game, playing at Dallas. They'll match up against the Mavericks. It's the last meeting in a 4-game road trip. And Boston calls time here.
It may be a players' league, but the coaches obviously play a big part as well.
And this is when a coach earns his paycheck. Analyze the situation and give your players the information they need to succeed.
Cornette checked in for Boston. Queta comes in for Jaylen Brown. And the officials call a traveling. And for an idea of how the league is shaping up right now, take a look at these latest power rankings. You take a look at the Celtics. They slipped a bit. Still in the top 10, though.
You know, for the Lakers, they've claimed the top spot because they've earned it. Some critics have said they're playing way above their heads, but I think we're just learning how great this team is.
And while we have a moment, let's see some of the contenders for this year's three-point contest. Some of the players who have a shot to make the final cut.
Hey, not a bad list of shooters at all. And really, with how many threes we see in NBA games these days, some of these games have become three-point contests.
You look at Doncic. He's gathered enough votes to currently sit at the number 4 spot on the list. He must be excited about the prospect of competing in this event at All-Star Weekend.
And it's obvious the fans want him there as well. He's a dangerous man from beyond the arc who could have a real shot at winning that event.
And this year's contest is really shaping up to be one to remember. Plenty of dead-eye shooters on that list so far.
And lots of guys have a three-point shot now, but this list is really the cream of the crop when it comes to putting up long-range bombs.
Pritchard's checked in for Boston. Tatum passes to Holiday. Yep, that one goes. Holiday's got his second basket.
Finishing strong inside. Holiday doesn't want to waste a quality look.
And coach, a perennial all-defense performer, Drew Holiday, fearsome at that end of the floor in particular.
Yeah, Brian, he's as good a defensive guard as there is. Great size and strength at the point guard spot. You combine that with his IQ and his competitive will, he is a problem on a nightly basis.
And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. Some changes for Boston. Al Horford comes in for Tatum, and it's Hauser in for Jason Tatum.
Second team foul.
You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken, but that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
The shot by Holiday, no good. The Lakers lead by 3. Doncic, right side. Vanderbilt finds Doncic. Reeves against Holiday. Off the left rim and out.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
Here's Pritchard. And Collins with the big block.
Well, Collins is a capable defender, especially when he gets the positioning he needs to block shots.
Doncic. Boston with a rebound.
Well, he hasn't had a great night shooting the ball, but they're in the lead, and that's the only thing that matters.
Here's Pritchard, guarded by Doncic. Down low. Horford inside. Working on Vanderbilt. And the whistle on the shot. Got some contact there. Misses the shot, but he'll shoot 2. And the foul goes against the Lakers.
You know, I don't think Horford gets enough credit for his defense. He's been an impact player at that end for a long time.
Kristaps Porzingis, he's checked in for Boston. Brown comes in for Drew Holiday. Here's Connect. Horford covering. It's Dort on the wing. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. The Celtics have gone 4 of 9 in the third quarter. And it's good. Off the back of the rim and in.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
And it's Hachimura missing. Boston has gone 5 of 12 from three-point range tonight. And here's Brown for 3. Victor Wembanyama grabs the board. Wembanyama's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. The drive by Dort. We've seen 5 lead changes so far. Neither team able to pull away.
Yeah, this game just feels like it's going to come down to the wire.
Oh, what a performance by Luka Doncic. He has been the story for Los Angeles.
41. The Celtics.
And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Wow, that was an absolute masterpiece of an assist. He knew exactly when to deliver the ball, and it made for a beautiful score.
It's time for some fourth quarter.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. At the forward slot, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Connect is out there with Lou Dort. And it's Wembanyama in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Laker 5.
That's his shot, and one I'm sure he wants back.
Now Tatum. Outside, Brown. The 3. And the shot is good on the assist by Tatum. Tatum's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, you know, when Brown's hitting the 3, it really opens up this offense.
And now a look at the upcoming schedule for... Los Angeles. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Golden State Warriors. Then on Monday, they're off to Charlotte to face off with the Hornets.
And for their matchup with the 76ers, that's a game where you'd be surprised to see them lose. They'd have to have a really off night for them to get upset there.
Luka Doncic is checked in for Dort. The Celtics also with a sub. Holiday's checked in for Pritchard. Offensive rebound. The kick out to White. Tatum from long range. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
I love whenever Porzingis hits the offensive boards. He has the height needed to hurt defenses in this regard.
It's James on the wing. And so the ball out of bounds. Brown touched it last.
Almost had the steal. You have to love the pressure defense.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Hachimura, the pass to Doncic. Oh, the bucket's good, and he'll have a chance at one more. It's on Drew Holiday.
Well, he was scuffling with his shot in the first half, but since the break, he's been putting it all together.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
Brown scanning the floor. The 15-footer. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's James with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. When this game's over, they'll be off to Golden State as they take on the Warriors. That's the first game of a 6-game road trip.
And how about the handles Luka has? Phenomenal at creating scoring opportunities for himself.
And Boston calls time here. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. Well, the Celtics won their 18th championship in 2024, the most of any franchise in the NBA, and with multiple extensions this summer, securing their core moving forward, Boston has made huge financial commitments to compete for championships every single year.
Not a team to be taken lightly. All right, Shams, thank you for the report. Reeves is checked in for Los Angeles. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
During that last break, I heard Joe Mazzulla as he talked with the team. Coach was urging his team to play strong defense, reminding them no easy hoops, give effort, and help when needed. They do say defense wins championships, guys.
Thank you for that, Allie. Doncic outside. Three-pointer off the mark. Boston trailing. Tatum inside. Hachimura covering. A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, look, you're talking about one of the more dynamic scorers in this league. Jason Tatum putting on a show.
Hachimura finds Doncic. Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis. And he's going for the lob. Jason Tatum! Go up and get it!
Well, you know who their number one option is when they need a big bucket. And Tatum rarely disappoints.
The Lakers call timeout.
Well, he's been off the mark, and it's impacting his team's ability to put points on the board. He needs to reset his approach.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jason Tatum.
And he's really had a tremendous night from the field. He's shooting at a clip over 50%. I'll tell you what, that's the kind of efficiency that makes a coach rest well at night.
James, left side. Pass to Hachimura.
2 minutes remaining in this ball.
Oh, it's blocked by Porzingis.
Great play by Porzingis. Love seeing the zinger engaged on D.
Brown, that's good. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
Well, another major factor in the offensive performance was the fast break. Converting on those chances when they get them tonight.
Yeah, he's just not himself right now. He's getting decent opportunities like this one, but just failing to convert.
Tatum. Oh, rejected by Wembanyama. Inside. And it's slammed in by Hachimura.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, PA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. White against Wembanyama. Pass to Tatum. 1:10 left in the fourth. That one drops 4. Tatum's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, in clutch time, this team knows who to go to. Tatum is ready to be that guy all the time.
Here's Wembanyama. Oh, Wembanyama making it look easy.
Oh, whoa, that is as clutch as it gets. Big time play.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
And it's in. And this guy is made for these moments. Tatum, the big-time shot.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Doncic passes to Hachimura. Kicks it to Doncic. Yeah! And he brought them within 2 points now.
And from the moment he stepped into the league, Luka's been a big-time player.
On the wing, Tatum. Over Hachimura. Tatum with another miss.
And the game isn't over yet, but they have to move quickly.
Yeah, this one isn't over, but they can't afford to waste any time now.
So it's Boston now. And they committed an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Yeah, just a must-foul situation to stop the clock.
First team foul. Coming on the floor.
And now we've got an intentional foul.
John Collins. Los Angeles foul.
Good on the first. And that makes it a 3-point lead.
Considered one of the best players in the game right now, Tatum is hungry to win titles to add to his growing legacy.
You know what time
and that'll
it is?
just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
The Lakers call timeout. They're down by 4. 12 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. All right, guys, what's your take?
An uphill battle for them. Everything has to go perfectly.
Well, I'm sure they'll run a play they believe in. If it works, I say try for the steal, and if you don't get it, immediate foul.
And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul.
Yeah, no choice but to foul in that situation. Although, that's not the guy you want to send to the free throw line.
Wembanyama with it. For 3, Collins. The offensive rebound.
Just great positioning to get the rebound, then get it back up.
And Boston calls time here. They lead by 2. 1 second left in the game. And he commits the intentional foul.
LeBron James. That's his second personal
He gets the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead.
Shooting for.
So he gets them both, and it's a 4-point ball game. And so it's Boston who scrapes by with the win. Just a gutsy performance on the road.
It really was. When this one was up in the air late, they showed how tough-minded they are as a team.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. A lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be focused, composed, and play with a lot of poise, and we'll be fine.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
All right, Allie, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Grant Hill, Allie LaForce, and Coach Stan Van Gundy, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. So long, everybody.